Hello everyone, today's movement is a full body workout and I recommend a heavy pair of dumbbells. I have 10 pounds for reference. I also am going to strap some ankle weights around my ankles, but that's completely optional. Today's format will be a gym style format where we'll tricep Pilates moves with our strength training. By doing this and strategically performing our Pilates moves first, you're going to wake up and engage all those smaller stabilizing muscles that are usually asleep when we perform our functional strength. So today is really about strength building and hitting every inch of our bodies. We'll be in each move for 45 seconds with 15 seconds rest. You'll have a warm-up, cool down, and a little ab burner at the end before we cool down. And if you're ready, we'll get started. Join me standing with no weights to begin. Let's come to the back of our mat or the back of our space and take a big inhale as we reach those hands up. Exhale, dive forward, forward fold. Let your arms, head and neck just hang. You might want to close down your eyes. Sway side to side, releasing any tension. Shaking your head yes and no. And let's take one more big inhale all together. Exhale, release. And slowly walk out to a high plank position. Making sure our shoulders are over wrist and our tailbones tucked under, strong core, and then slowly walk yourself back to that forward fold position. Keep moving through that, slowly walking out. Hold that high plank for a breath, and then slowly walk it back. Waking up our entire body. Peeling that belly button to spine, bracing that core. Really engage those quads and squeeze those glutes in that high plank. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Now walking out to a high plank position. Let's take that right foot outside our right hand into a lunge and peel that right hand off to the ceiling. Replace the hand, move through your high plank, do the other side. Step the left foot outside the left hand and then peel that left hand off and replace. Alternate each side. If you're feeling really tight in those hips, you might want to hang out in your lunge a little longer. And you might want to even drop that back knee if that feels better for you. As we're just warming up, so listen to those bodies and signaling those cues if you are feeling tight. That's okay, just go slow. Good, and now dropping down into our quadruped position. Bird dog. So we're going to release opposite hand to opposite leg, lengthening out, and then replacing, returning back to our quadruped position. Let's go. So alternating sides, lengthening from the fingertip to the toe. Now check in with our spine. We want to plug that belly button in, gaze just at the top of our mat, or a few inches in front of our hands. So we don't want our chin to chest, and we don't want to break our neck. Keep it in line with our spine. Good, last 10 seconds. One more. Beautiful, and now if you have those ankle weights, like me, let's pop them on. We're going to get into our first tricep. When you're ready, join me laying down onto your bellies, resting your head into your hands, and bring your feet the same width as the mat and turn those toes out. So heels in, toes turning out. You're going to lift your right leg off, squeezing from the glute, Flex the heel, hamstring curl, point to go back out, and then lower, other side. Pointing up, flexing to curl in, point to go back out, lowering down. Lift. Think about that hamstring and the glutes. So that whole posterior chain. And the entire time we are bracing our core. So draw that belly button in towards your spine. Connect that breath to your movement. Inhale to lift. Exhale, flex it in. Point back out. Beautiful. Amazing. Now let's come up onto all fours. We have straight leg lifts starting with the right. So point the right toe. We are lifting up, squeezing from the glute and lowering back down. Lift and lower. Make sure we have that neutral spine, just like in those bird dogs. So you want to lift from the glute, minimize any arching of the back, so really keeping that strong center. We switch to the other leg in 3, 2, 1, other side. Inhale to lower, exhale to lift. Really bring your intention to that glute. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we pick up the weights. So our first strength move is a deadlift. Feet underneath your hips, roll those shoulders back and down. Let's hinge forward, break at the waist, sending that booty back, squeezing up, return to center. 2 seconds down, 2 seconds up. Inhale as you come down, exhale to lift. Still focusing on that posterior chain. So the hamstring, the booty, the lower back, the core. The core wraps around, so also to the front. But our lower back is our core as well. Last one. All right, now dropping those weights, second round through. So laying back down into your prone single leg hamstring curl. Set yourself up, rest your head into your hands. Let's go. Lift from the glute, flex the heel, point to go back out, lower back down. Lift, curl, point, and lower. Really make sure the other leg that's not working is still got energy. You're still pointing that other foot the entire time. So good. Mind to muscle. Really think about those glutes, the hamstrings, the calves. Last 3, 2, 1. Pressing up onto all fours, getting ready for your straight leg lifts, pointing that right toe, peel that belly button in, take an inhale, exhale, lift. Good. Lengthening and really pointing the toe. We switch sides. Other side. Squeeze that glute at the top. Keep that chin away from the chest. Last 10. Breathe into it. You've got 7, 6, 5, 4. Give me 1 more. 2, 1. Let's grab those weights. Second round with our deadlift. This time 3 seconds down. 1 second up. So really focusing on that eccentric phase, going slow. So 3, 2, 1, 1 second up. 3, 2, 1, and then power driving up, squeeze. Use that breath. And if you want to take this more in the glutes, bend those knees a little more and really push that booty towards the back wall. If you want it in more hamstrings, you can have more of a stiff leg deadlift. So you're going to have less knee bend if you want to take it more in the hamstrings. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Weights down. Coming onto our left side body, we have a clam on the right. So knees together, toes up. We're going to lift the top knee and lower. Ready, off we go. Lift and lower. Really finding your range. So lifting up from the knee, squeezing those glutes together at the top. Maybe your range is smaller, maybe your range is more, but we don't want to over rotate. So keep those hips parallel. Now we go in and out. In and out. So internally rotate, externally rotate. Hitting the lower body from all angles. Last 3, 2, 1, swivel to the other side. Same thing on the left. So set yourself up. Make sure our shoulder's in line with our elbow and that we're not sinking into our elbow here. Lift up and let's open up that clam. Exhale as you lift. Halfway we go to the in and outs. Internally rotate and externally rotate. Ready? In 3, in 2, in 1. Knee comes in and out. Turn it in, turn it out. We pick up the weights after this. And still working that lower body, we have some squats. In 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Amazing. Let's grab those weights. Rack them up to our shoulders. We're sitting the hips back in our squat and then returning to center, squeeze up to stand. Ready? Let's go. Send the hips back, sink into our heels, squeezing up, soft knees at the top. 2 seconds down, 2 seconds up. So we want that time under tension so we don't lock out our knees at the top. We keep that soft knee bend. Inhale to come down. Exhale to squeeze up. Over halfway. Really get that depth in the squat. Beautiful. You've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Weights down. Second round. Back to our clams on our left. Set yourself up. Toes up. Let's go. So really make sure there's a gap between our ear and shoulder. Especially as we hit fatigue, we tend to sink down, lift up. Good. In and out. Let's go. Knee comes in and out. Keep breathing. Slow and controlled. 4, 3, 2, 1. Other side. Knees together, lifting that top knee up. In 3, 2, 1, open and close. As you lift, really think about squeezing both glutes together. Stabilize through that upper body and keep that core strong. Soften that face, maybe have a little smile. In and out, let's go. In and out. In and out. I promise we have some upper body after this. Good for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Grab those weights. Last set of our squats. Same thing this time, 3 seconds down, 1 second up. So focusing on that lowering phase. Ready, let's go. 3, 2, 1. Drive up for 1 count. 3, 2, 1. Squeeze to stand. Second set is where that magic happens. So can you get lower in that squat? Really push it on this last set. Inhale to lower, exhale to lift. Last 10. Stay strong. 1 more. Beautiful. Drop the weights. Come down onto our bellies. We're going to focus on the back. So we're going to cactus the arms. Lay down. Arms come out to a T. I want you to lift that upper body off the floor. So lifting up and lowering back down. Lift and lower. As you lift, really draw those shoulders back and down, pinching those shoulder blades together. Inhale as you come down, exhale, squeezing up. Draw that navel in. Last 10. Beautiful. Now I'm going to shuffle down. For this one, we have snow angels. So reach those hands up overhead. And then as you exhale, lift up. Sweep those arms down by your side. And then come back down, return to center. Lifting up, sweep the arms. And then return back overhead. Really try and lift up as far as you can. Using the back to lift. Keeping that core nice and strong. For the last 10, we're going to hold that chest up. Beautiful. Now lift up. Flip the palms up to the ceiling. Lift the legs. Pulse the arms in. For 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. All right, grabbing those weights. We're going to work our reverse grip row. So hinging forward. Peel those weights up, elbows in tight to the body, and then return back down. Let's go. Lift and lower. 2 seconds down, 2 seconds up. If ever you feel fatigued and you're feeling this in the lower back, take a stand in between. So take a little return to center and deadlift at the top if you need, especially if you have those heavy weights. Otherwise, stay in that hinge, push that booty back, and row those weights in as we squeeze those shoulder blades together at the top. Good. Last 3, 2, 1. Weights down, coming back to that cactus lift. So on our bellies. Arms out to a T. We lift up in 3, 2, 1. Lift and lower. Peel that belly button in. Think of yourself like you've got a corset on, so really bracing that core as we lift up. And lower that range, especially as you hit fatigue and if you're feeling any tightness or any pain. Listen to your body. Good. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Getting ready for those snow angels. So reaching those hands up overhead. And we lift that chest up, sweeping the arms. In 3, in 2, in 1. Lifting up, lowering back down. Inhale, exhale to lift. We're going to have nice, strong backs after this. I promise. Especially if you did that back sculpt workout this week. Last 10, let's hold it up. Flip the palms, lift the legs, squeeze those arms in. Visualize those thumbs in, pressing together. And recover. Come down, or come back up, grab the weights. Last set with our reverse grip row. 3 seconds down, 1 second up. So hinge forward, 1 second up, 3 seconds down. Lift up and slowly lower back down. Keep those shoulders away from the ears. Gaze is at the top of the mat. If you need to take a recenter, squeeze up to stand, come back down. Good, you've got it. Last 10. Breathe as you lift. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Weights down. All right, team, now we're on all fours in our quadruped position. From here, we bend from the elbow, shift our chest forward in line with our arms, and then pressing back up. So bend from the elbow, shift forward, and then pressing back up. Really getting into those triceps here. Dropping down, hug those elbows in, chest in line with the palms, and pressing back up. So now we're getting into the front of our upper body to balance you out after we just hit the back of our upper body. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming into a high plank position. Rotate over to the right, reach the right arm up. We fly that side plank. Reach up overhead, back into your high plank, other side. Let's go. Reach the arm up, bend into your knees, reach back overhead, back through your high plank. Lifting up, rotate, and then fly your side plank. Return to center. Slow through our movement. Slow is strength today. Good. Last 10. Amazing. Now dropping our bottoms to the mat, grabbing onto our weights, lay down. We have a chest press. So plant those feet into the earth, reach those arms up, dropping our elbows out into that T position or cactus, and then squeezing up. So lowering down for 2, squeezing up for 2. Inhale to come down, exhale to squeeze up. Now if you'd like some more abs, even though we have a full ab burner after this set, or after the next set, you can always add a tabletop to this if you want to engage the abs a little as we work the chest. Otherwise, keep the legs down. That's just an option. Take it or leave it. 2 down, 2 up. Good. Slowly come up, nice and safely with your weights. Pop them down, coming back into that tricep variation push-up. So on all fours, knees underneath hips, palms underneath shoulders, bending from the elbow, hug them in, shifting forward, chest in line with our palms, pressing up, bending down, shifting forward. So you're making a little wave and circle with those arms. Keep that core nice and strong. Use your breath. Amazing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Maybe you want to take a child's pose. Take your rest. Moving into our high plank. To start, set yourself up. Side plank variation. Let's go. Lifting up. Bend into our knees. Reach overhead. Return back through your high plank. We've been here before. So muscle memory. It helps with our movement pattern. So now we've got the coordination. Now we can really focus on that strength. Good, 15 seconds. Finish out that last one, or maybe even one more. And rest. Coming into that chest press. We have 3 seconds down, 1 second up. So second set, focusing on that eccentric phase. Lift those weights up. Let's go. 3 counts down. Squeeze those weights up for 1 count. 3, 2, 1, pressing up. I always like to say, imagine those weights like magnets as you squeeze them together at the top. That's going to really help bring that also mind to muscle, because you're going to feel that in that chest. So intention on those chest muscles. Also hitting the arms, the biceps, the triceps as you squeeze up. 10 seconds. And recover. Coming up, dropping those weights off to the side. And now option, you can do this with your ankle weights on, or let's take them off. And let's lay back down. We have our ab burner, starting with tabletop crunches. Tabletop the legs, rest the head into the hands, crunching up and lowering down. Exhale to lift. Really peeling that belly button into our spine. We add a bicycle crunch in 3, 2, and 1. So let's bicycle over and then come back through our tabletop as we lower. Crunch up, opposite elbow to knee, return to your tabletop. Really twisting, getting into our obliques. Can you lift up an inch higher? Last 3, 2, 1. Now, scissor the legs, hug the right or left leg in, because we'll switch, pulse it for 2 and switch. Pulse, pulse, switch. 2 pulses, feel that stretch as we strengthen, really lift up from the chest. Good. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest the head back into the hands, diamond shape. So knees go out, point those toes together, lower the legs, and then lift them back up. If double legs is too much and that lower back is not happy, you can also go single leg. As you lower the legs, I want you to really press that belly button in. So flat back, tailbone heavy. We add a crunch in 3, 2, 1. Legs come down. As we come up, crunch elbows to knees. Relax the neck though. So lifting up from the chest, relax the neck, and fold everything together. So everything lowers, everything lifts. Option to keep that single leg. We have one more move after this, and then you're done. Good, keeping the knees out, flex the heels. We're gonna frog press out and in. Release the arms, lift up an inch higher, and let's pump the arms for the last 20. So a little frog press 100 here. Pump those arms, squeeze those inner thighs, really lift up. Press that belly button in for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hugging those knees in. Sway side to side. Take a breath. I don't think I breathed in those hundreds. I hope you did. So let's drop that left leg down. Hug that right knee into our chest. Really get a nice hug here. Try and bring that knee to your armpit. And then when you're ready, supine twist. Gaze over your opposite shoulder. Keeping both shoulder blades grounded into the mat. Beautiful. And then let's switch other side. Lengthen out the right leg. Hug the left knee in. Really hug it in towards the armpit, and then supine twist other side. Gaze over your opposite shoulder. Beautiful, back through center. Let's take those legs up, grab onto the outer edges, happy baby. Really trying to drive those knees into our armpits again. So really try and drive them in, open up the hips here. Maybe you want to rock and sway. You can extend one leg at a time. Take whatever you need. Maybe close down your eyes. Take a big breath in. Exhale, release. And then let's rock and roll yourself up into a seated position. And let's just stretch out the arms. So I want you to take that right arm across the body. Drop the shoulder away from the ear. Good, and then tricep stretch. And let's do the other side. Left arm across our body. Drop the shoulder away from our ear. And then tricep stretch. Beautiful. And let's seal in our practice. I'm going to link a cool down if you want to keep stretching and you have the time. I always encourage it, but otherwise let's take a big breath in. Reach those hands up overhead. Exhale, hands through heart center. One more. Inhale. Reach up. Exhale, hands through heart center. Thank you so much for joining me. I am so grateful for you, and I hope that you loved this workout and that it served you in the best way and that you feel strong and that you keep coming back to this if you need. If it felt challenging, that's good. Do not shy away from a good challenge. And I always love to hear from you, so drop a feedback, your comments, share it if you loved it, all of the things. And I just hope you're having the most beautiful week, and I can't wait for the next workout. Thank you, and have a great day.